welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about Bitcoin. We will also take a new quantitative look at crypto. So let's just talk a bit about the channel first. As you might all know, I'm a very quantitative trader. I used to do a lot of automated trading. I have a very extensive knowledge on Forex and on technical analysis in this market. With all the things that I've already built, I was trying to help people out. This was always my main idea. And now what I want to do is to build together a trading model that actually works based on back tests and forward tests. I want to have a trading strategy with you guys that we are going to be using in the upcoming weeks. So let's get right in the first technical analysis. We will go over some basics. And so what happened with Bitcoin? Right now we are trading at 47,000 US dollar. Basically the S&P 500 is down as well. Tesla is also down almost 6%. First of all, we are on the weekend, we are on a Saturday. Therefore the trading volume is relatively low. This is not only for stocks, but also for crypto. Normally institutional traders are trading within weekdays, so you have the big money, which is probably currently on the sideline, with the exception of quantitative trading, which is always on in crypto. But I mean, it's interesting to see what's going to happen in the next week. Then you have a lot of institutions coming back on the market. What stands out is, Tesla, all the big caps in the stock market were a bit down because of the Omicron, people getting worried about the new lockdown. So in essence, the same thing as last year happening again. And it's always important to see what is the current stock market doing in relation to crypto, because both are very correlated. Let's go over the correlations between stock and crypto markets in a whole video, so you can have a better understanding how I see it, and it will be also based on numbers. Made a little trend line here. This one has been important so far. We went to a low of 42,000. Now we are back in recovery. Also interesting to see that basically it couldn't go below this price range. You have seen the price has been in this price range for a good while already. So this where people set their buy limit orders, and it's apparently where it didn't go through for now. As you guys know me, I always start off from a high time frame. My favorite time frame is actually daily, because the trading is a lot more consistent on this time frame. There's a lot less fake outs, as I call it. So interestingly to see now is, where are we going to close? What I believe is very likely is that we are going to the trend line here, try to push above it. If we are able to close, then it's going to be interesting to set a long. If we are going to stay below the trend line, then it's highly likely that we are going back into this zone again, just to see how we react again on the support here. Basically two possible places that we can set. I personally would wait until the market opened on Monday until I trade. That's very much, I want to see what's happening in the stock market, because the way I see right now, stocks will have a bloody Monday, I guess. So, and I don't want to be in crypto market when there's a bloody Monday in the stock market. Let's take actually a look about the on-chain data. What has been happening in the last few weeks? Now we are back in CryptoQuant. This website is nice because you can have all the data for on-chain, and it's very much focused on what exchanges are doing. As we all know, the inflow and outflow of exchanges can be very interesting to see, based on how are the market participants reacting on the price levels, how are they dealing, what are whales doing basically. So interestingly, we have seen here that the bitcoins that the exchange holds is decreasing since a long time already. So it's kind of like, when we were going up here, we were pretty stable in the amount of Bitcoin that has been on the exchange. And then, even though the amount of Bitcoin we had on the exchange completely went down, so it's interesting to see why exchanges happen to no longer want to hold on to Bitcoin, but at this point there was a really clear downtrend. Then the exchanges inflow and outflow is also interesting to look into, because basically what happened here is there was almost no real inflow during this downtrend here. So this means that even like the outflow means people, they are putting off the Bitcoins from the exchange to their private wallet, cold wallet. So this didn't really happen here a lot, so it was pretty stable. At the same time, you had this immensely big inflow during the last few days. So this was something we could have noticed and be aware that there's something fishy ongoing, especially if we look at what the exchanges are actually doing. On-chain data is very interesting to work with. It should be a factor that goes into our decision making when we trade, but it should not be the only factor we rely on. I believe it's good to combine it with a good trading strategy that we already have. Then from there, see how we can fit those factors together to help us get a better probability on our trades. Yeah, I will do another video on the quant side. This will be something that's going to flow into our trading strategies. So if you want to be part of the journey of building out the trading strategy, being always on the latest news what Bitcoin is doing, please leave a like and stay tuned. Am I trading this downfall? As an investor, I would be interested to buy up at least a portion for the long term. But as a trader, I would still just wait a bit to see how the clarity comes in the next few days, because it's just very unstable right now, and we need to see how the price works with the trend line. A close below is nothing we can work with. Then it's going to be a bit nasty. But the close above the trend line, then we are good again. I would go long. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you like where we are going to go with the channel. Peace out.